in 2024, I created something I call a money planner, which is my money planning system. And today I'm actually redoing it for 2025. It has been my most popular YouTube video, so I'm really excited to redo this for 2025. So if that's something that interests you and you want to see how I use this money planner, but also you can access the downloads and the templates that I'm going to be using today in the description box below, then keep watching because I'm really excited to set this up for 2025. Okay, so this is my 2024 money planner that I created. I used the Happy Planner disc bound system where you get the discs and you get the outside planner covers from Happy Planner that I used some old planners that I had. You can buy Happy Planner online or you can go into Hobby Lobby, Michael's. I think Joanne also has them. I'm just using some old stuff. And what I'm doing right now is I have these tabs that I purchased from Live Love Posh. There are top tabs and side tabs. They are clear. So they're great because you can see what sections you want to create, and I am just kind of deciding here what sections I'm going to want, and this is where I have all the tabs saved of the things that I've purchased. And when you purchase these, you get either side tabs or top tabs. I have the full size Happy Planner, and I think it's 11 by 8.5. And so when you purchase these, you get these stickers of different categories. So right here, what I'm doing really is just picking what are the categories that I'm gonna want moving into 2025 and removing some of the labels that I had before and redoing some of the labels that I have decided that I wanted for 2025. And so I can go over the different labels that I have. I did finance for the first one, which is where I'm going to have my main overall kind of financial information that I want to keep track of. The next thing that I have after that is going to be my trackers, where I'm going to keep track of all of the savings, the debt payoff, my sinking funds tracker. I'm going to show you guys all of this stuff in just a second. After that, I have my budget, which is going to be my monthly budget and where I'm going to be able to put in all the money that I am budgeting that's coming into our lives and into our personal finances. And then where is it being budgeted to come out of? And how do I keep track of where we're spending our money based off different budget categories? After that, I have my to-do list, or kind of my to-do tab, which is going to be any financial to-dos that I decide I need to look at or tackle, or anything that I need to do when it comes to our finances. So I can just keep a running list of things I need to do as far as my financials go. And then I have a tab that I just labeled as calendar, which is actually going to be my tab that I'm going to use to keep track of all of my business and personal accounting and how I reconcile all of those things. I do my own accounting and bookkeeping for the businesses and our personal stuff, and so I wanted a tab to keep track of that. The next thing you see me doing here is just removing the old covers because they were kind of beat up. I used them quite a bit, found some new covers that I had just in my Happy Planner stash, and just changed it up so that we can have something different for this year. And so sorry about the ring light. It is what it is. I wanted to make sure you guys can kind of see everything, but you can see how grungy and dirty those are after using them for an entire year. And I just wanted to kind of spruce it up and do something different. So now that I have all of the pieces put together of what I want in my money planner for the year, I'm just kind of showing this to you. But I'm going to take the money planner printables that you can also find in the description below if you want to download those. And I'm using my Happy Planner hole puncher, which basically puts the hole punches that you need for a disc bound planner. And I'm starting to just insert all of these items in here. Now, if you're someone that's a little bit picky like I am, depending on how you print these out, by the way, you can also use a 3-ring binder to do this very easily. Instead of hole punching the disc bound planners, you just use a 3-ring binder hole puncher. But some of the pages aren't always back to back. When you do download this and print it, you'll be able to have them back to back if you want. Just put on your double-sided option on your printer. But I use something called a Tombow adhesive to just kind of like, it's almost like whiteout and you use it like a tape. And I just basically taped 2 pages together because I didn't want to just have blank pages. And so I just did that real quick to just stick those 2 pages together so that when I do flip the page, they're all together. And then you will see me here taking everything that I printed out in my printables for my money planner and just putting them into the different sections. So first, we're doing the finance. And so I'm going to have my money routine in here, which your money routine is going to be what you should be doing as your routine, what you decide you need to be doing daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, annually. And then I'm going to insert behind that into my finance tab, my trackers tab, all of my trackers that I have to keep track of the savings, my debt, all of that. And then I'm moving on to the budget section, which like I mentioned is for my monthly planning, my monthly budgeting. And I'm going to have all of my monthly specific things in there and where our money is going and where we plan to have it go. And then in my to-do tab, like I mentioned, it's for my financials to-do list. So I can just keep track of all the to-dos that I want to do when it comes to our personal and business finances, etc. And lastly, I am putting in my extra tabs for calendar, which will be all of my accounting and bookkeeping tracking so that I can keep track of what months I've already reconciled and what I haven't. I did have my net worth tracker here, which I'm going to put back into my finance tab right behind my money routine and my monthly goals so that when I want to just update what my net worth tracker is, I can just write the month that I did it in and have it updated and kind of calculate what my net worth is. And lastly, this sheet right here is called an annual in and out. I will explain this in another video, but it's just something that I like to keep track of when it comes to the money coming into a business or into an account and the money going out of the account. It really helps me see how much money is just coming in and coming out and helps me with how I spend my money and just keeping an eye on what's happening there. Now, this sticker, I loved it when I got it, just making money moves. I thought it was fun, but I don't want it for 2025, so I'm going to get rid of it. I'm using something called Undo, which if you just spray it on, it helps you take stickers off really easily and doesn't leave any residue, and it also doesn't ruin the paper or the any material that you have underneath the sticker, so it's really easy to use. I'll also have that linked below if you guys like to use stickers and sometimes you just want to get rid of them. So we're just going through again, finance tab where I have my money routine. I'm going to have my money goals for the year that I'm going to fill out. Next to that, I'm going to have the net worth tracker. And then we're going to move into the tracking tab where I'm going to have my savings tracker and my plan for that. I'm also going to have a list for any sinking funds that I want to keep track of and keep for the year. I'm going to have my reduction tracker, how I'm going to keep track of all of my debt reduction, my debt account tracker where I keep a list of all the debt accounts, my annual in and out, and then we're going to move on to the budget tab. The budget tab has the monthly plan and where the money is going to be budgeted for, as well as my expense tracker and where I keep track of all of the yearly spending, specifically when it comes to all the different money categories that I choose, which you also have a sheet here to choose what your money categories are. And then we have a bare bones budget to the left that you can fill out if you'd like to. We move on to the to-do tab, which is going to be my financial to-dos. And lastly, we're going to have that calendar tab for me to keep track of all of my bookkeeping and reconciling of all of our accounts. So I hope you watching this video helped you think of how you can create your own money planner binder or notebook or planner for the year. If you'd like to access those downloads and those templates, go ahead and check the description box below and watch out for the video explaining how I actually fill these out and use this money planner. And if you liked this video, then I am sure you are going to love these videos that I have here next for you. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you subscribe. We are going to have that other video coming up on how I actually use this planner and getting it filled out and set up for 2025. And I can't wait to see you in the next one.